Taking things apart always fascinates techs. It's insight and hindsight, with foresight always in mind. 3 decades have passed since our Cuda rolled off the line, but there's no more factory treatment for this mass production vehicle. It's going to get the Lambo or Ferrari treatment, hands-on and hand-built. That means a lot of freedom to make this Mopar 21st century style. The catch? One word: deadline.
We cut away a lot of the metal on the Cuda to give access for the media blaster, but what we've gotten rid of so far is only the tip of the berg.
I was surprised to see how well the car turned out with the media blasting that took off the majority of the scale, the rust, the old paint, primer, things of that sort. Really a clean-looking car. There were a few surprises. Looking at the sail panel on the passenger side, there was a lot of holes in it, which would indicate that the car had a vinyl top earlier in its life. And the cars are known for rusting in that area. The moisture would get underneath the material, so between the material and the metal, just to rust the metal away.
Unwanted holes from rust or the manufacturer seems to be a theme with this particular project.
We basically punched out slugs, the same thickness material as the frame, fit them to the holes, tack weld them in, and grind them down.
Closing up holes in access panels is a fundamental part of customizing and fabrication. A tremendous amount of time can be dedicated to making things disappear, but eventually things need to go in, and we're about to move toward that objective too.
My name is Ken Callison. I own a company called Ididit Incorporated. We brought a steering column down for a 70 to 74 Cuda Challenger.
#1 out of the jig.
This column isn't just a look-alike, it's a complete re-engineered upgrade made to look original.
It is made to collapse 3 different ways, and it's a direct fit for the Cuda and Challenger.
We did the Ididit mock-up today with a dash and the seats and a driver fit.
There's only one guy in the world who's installed this column, and you're looking at him. Now there's a bunch more who know how to do it. Getting a feel for how it'll sit in the car is important at this stage. If the column crowds the driver, Ken will be back at the drawing board to work out the problems. Comfortable with the fit, the beat can continue on the quarter panels. Paul's entire team is taking a shot at these seams.
We cut the sides of the quarters off before just to open the body up for the media blasting. Now we're getting more into actually peeling back all of the quarter to get in preparation for the new quarters to go back onto the car.
They were wailing away on it, working on getting the spot welds and all the joints separated. That's a very common problem in a lot of the cars, the way they're stitched together. They're not designed to come apart. They're only designed to go together.
I suppose making a car that stays together is a good thing. Really, who wants a car designed to come apart? Right now, we do.
The piece that we were removing is actually the trunk floor drop-off. It ties the quarter panel, the wheelhouse, and the trunk floor all together, so it's a structural piece. And where it comes together, the metal is 3 and sometimes 4 layers thick. You got to remove the welds one at a time, peel back the metal to get down to the next weld so you can expose those and then drill them out. So it took a little back and forth there, a little bang and a little cut in there, but we got it out.
One small piece of metal can be responsible for a lot of structural integrity.
You have to go in the reverse process as it was built, and oftentimes it adds complexity. Then if you're trying to salvage a panel and retain some metal, you don't want to have to get too carried away.
Getting carried away is easy to do. Exterior metal drops like a hot knife in butter, so enthusiasm can quickly get the better of you. Keeping your eye on short objectives is the key. You have to control that urge to keep from ripping through.
Love the tools.